Our next guest provides guidelines to simplify hardware specifications and speed the introduction of new technologies, as well as improve the consumer PC gaming experience. Board member with the PC Gaming Alliance, also works with Capcom, and certainly very involved in the industry. Christian Svensson. Christian, welcome into tomorrow. Welcome back, I should say. I think we had you on the show 9-10 years ago.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Good to be back.
It's a pleasure to have you with us. First of all, tell me the main goal of your organization. What is it that the PC Gaming Alliance strives to do?
At a very top level, what we're really trying to do is make the PC ecosystem better. I think there are a number of areas where improvements for consumer experience, for developer targeting and of best practices, figuring out what's the best hardware to target for the best economic opportunity for developers and publishers, figuring out how we can improve things at retail so our return rates are better, our technical support costs are lower, and our consumers are happier.
And I would assume by the very name that it's only PC gaming you're involved in, so not console games or other systems.
The PCGA focuses solely on PC gaming. So.
And there's certainly a lot of that going on and continues to, which is excellent. I mean, here in the Intel exhibit as it is a classic example of what is involved in that end of the industry.
Sure. Actually, to that end, one of the things the PCGA does is we put out a Horizons report every year. And the intent of the Horizons report every year is to give better insight into the true size of the PC gaming market. There's two components to the report. There's a software component and there's a hardware component. The software component carries not just the obvious retail revenue globally, but also digital distribution, microtransactions, subscriptions, in-game and around-game advertising, all of the other revenue streams that really make up the PC gaming ecosystem to give sort of a much broader view and real view of the PC gaming opportunity.
Sure. Who would be your typical members? Give our audience an idea of who makes up the Gaming Alliance.
The board is made up of Intel, NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, Dell, Acer, Epic, Capcom, SMU Guildhall, and I believe Antec.
So certainly the big players in this business are all there to say, let's work together, play nights, and improve upon things.
Absolutely, and we're constantly recruiting and bringing in more players. Sony is a partner. Digital River, Wild Tangent. We have a number of other participants at the promoter and contributor levels, and there are more joining all the time. The objective, quite frankly, is to have all the right people in the room to have the discussions that can meaningfully impact the space.
Sure.
One of the things that's interesting about the PC is there's no, unlike a console where there's a first party who manages every aspect of the business, the PC's greatest strength and weakness is there is no overarching entity that's sort of steering the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, and the PCGA...
Except you guys, I guess, in a sense.
We're here to nudge and aim in a direction. We're not necessarily here to oversee or control. So there's a very significant distinction there. But, the fact that you can have all the right people in the room to say, here's a problem that we're having with the platform within the entire ecosystem. Well, here are all the people that actually could fix that. And, setting aside self-interest for a few moments to sort of see how can we improve, how can the rising tide raise all ships for everyone?
There you go. It makes perfect sense to do that because everyone in that membership needs to certainly understand and see the big picture. Clearly they do.
Right.
And then working together as an industry, which brings me to what kinds of trends do you see as we head into tomorrow in this PC gaming industry?
There's a number of things happening. Casual gaming on the PC side has been around for a while, but it's really exploding. So the number of people and the demographics of people we touch is just far broader than it's ever been. Similarly, portability is increasingly a factor. So designing games that will run on laptops and netbooks and having hardware that actually supports true gameability in those form factors are two things that are really helping to drive us forward.
So you see a lot of activity, certainly not only continuing, but even expanding in the future with this industry.
For sure.
PC gaming is not going anywhere except up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's terrific. PCGamingAlliance.org is the main website for the PC Gaming Alliance, as one would expect. And for what Christian does in real life, for his real job, take a peek at Capcom.com, and you'll see some of the latest that they are up to. Certainly big players in this business. Christian, thanks for spending a few minutes with us here at GDC.
You bet. Thanks, Dave.
into tomorrow, continuing from the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. I'm Dave Graveline. Don't miss a minute. Stay tuned.